Hundreds of thousands are marking Palestinian Land Day. That's an annual event protesting Israel's confiscation of their land. Organizers say the march will be peaceful. Marches will also take place in Jerusalem, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Egypt. This event is to demand the return of Palestinian refugees to homes they were forced to leave during the Arab-Israeli War back in 1948. It is also meant to defy a tight Israeli blockade that has been imposed on the Gaza Strip since 2007. This rally, dubbed the Great March of Return, will run until May 15th. So for more on this rally, we are joined now live by our correspondent who's in the West Bank, Stephanie Freed. Good to have you with us today. So Stephanie, what more can you tell us about this huge protest?
Well, the protest, Jonathan, first of all, I'll tell you where I am. I'm in the West Bank, as you said. I'm in Ramallah, and behind me, it's highly symbolic of Land Day, the protest. Behind me, basically, you see the cars going behind me, the guard tower, the crossing. This is the entry point from the West Bank, from Ramallah in the West Bank, into, quote-unquote, Israel proper. So it's the crossover between, I'm in the Palestinian West Bank, to, this is the way to Jerusalem. And the Land Day, the people who come here, in a few hours we're expecting protests here as well. And this is the spot because their aim is to march across and go toward Jerusalem eventually. That's the idea. Now, how is it different from other days? You just talked about Hamas, Gaza, and organizing protests there. The protest there, they're expecting, the Israeli expectation is up to 100,000 people that will come to the border fence or the border area with Israel. Israel's security forces are waiting for that. They're concerned about that. Although the Palestinian side is saying this is going to be peaceful, we're not going to be violent, we're changing our tactic, the Israelis are concerned that there could be violence and that it could turn into a mass escalation, and they're prepared for it. So that's the main difference, Jonathan.
And so, Stephanie, let's talk about that. Obviously, this is sensitive, without question. Security is always a concern. So what is being done to try to keep this from becoming violent? In terms of it, trying to keep it from, from becoming, violent, on the Palestinian side, on the Hamas side, let's say, in Gaza, because that's where the quote-unquote main event is happening today. Busloads of people from the center of Gaza are coming to the border right now with Israel. The directive that they're giving, Hamas, they say, is no violence. Build tents, stay here until May 14th. What's the significance of May 14th? Well, back in December, Donald Trump declared Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and that set not only the Palestinian sector, the Arab world into an uproar, and the world beyond as well, because Palestinians see Jerusalem as a future capital of a future state. So back to Gaza. They say they're going to sit there in tents peacefully until May 14th, which is when the U.S. is planning to move their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem to finalize that recognition. Israel, of course, mass amounts of security to, quote-unquote, keep the situation secure along Gaza. They're warning people that if anyone comes within 300 meters of the fence between Gaza and Israel, they're going to shoot warnings first, and then afterwards they will shoot. Whether to kill or not, we will see later, but there certainly are snipers as well, Jonathan, in place.